You could be driving.
Now's the perfect time to discover the Honda Accord at Team Honda. Come experience the perfect blend of style, comfort, and reliability. And right now, get 2.9% financing for 60 months. Save on your new Honda today at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.
Kick them out.
It was out. They were out.
Good morning.
No, I mean on the field, yeah.
Okay, it was out.
Okay.
Talking about the Yankees-Dodgers games last night and the unruly fans.
Yeah, really.
Golly, I didn't know that they were allowed back in tonight.
They can
So
if they
tell
want.
us-
So they
tell
were.
us
So
the
they were.
story.
So they were banned yesterday. So once again, the
play was
outfielder in LA
crazy.
went up to the wall, made the catch. You literally see two guys, two New York fans. One of them's kind of holding his arm. The other's literally prying the glove
open
and ripping the. I've never
That's
seen.
so
I've never seen anything
dangerous.
like it.
Yeah.
It really is.
a
If
dust.
I kept thinking, if I were the outfielder, I would have like thrown my mitt at them or
Right,
something.
exactly.
Yeah.
Rip
So they
off
were
my
kicked
arm.
out for the day, but
For the day.
Yeah. So if they want to come back tonight,
The
I
New
think
York
they
way.
can. I don't know if they're gonna, but they
Come on
could.
back.
Yeah, they should be. That should be like a lifetime ban.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think.
It's
Correct.
happened in other places like
Yeah.
that when you have that interference. First of all, it's automatic out.
Yeah.
And then, you're banned if it's like the season or that kind of thing. They can come back tonight.
Correct.
Well,
Because you're probably going to
that's
be drinking
my next
before
question.
then.
So it's an automatic out.
Yeah, it's automatic out. Yeah,
Yeah,
the-
okay.
I mean,
On the field.
he was quick down the line. You can see him put his hand. Yeah, automatic. Fan interference.
Automatic out for the fans, too.
Fan
but
interference
automatic
and then-
out on the field. I got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
we'll see.
Unruly.
Wow.
Who are you rooting for? A man
Yankees.
from that side of the country?
Big Yankees fan. At least we avoided getting swept. So that
Yes.
was mission one. Now let's make it interesting. I don't expect us to come back and win, but let's make it interesting.
You've been to the new
Come
park?
on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just as
say
nice.
new, but-
The old one, it doesn't have all, but still has the what do they call it, the facade
Yeah.
at the top of it. You see the subway going back in the
That's pretty
background
cool.
in the South Bronx, and they have a lot of bougie stuff. They have this butcher.
Yeah.
They have a butcher that's actually there at the stadium. You
Wow.
can get fresh meats, whatever you want.
Oh, that
Love
sounds
it.
so good.
So good.
Yeah.
I fell in love with him when I lived in New York and went to the old stadium obviously a number of times, but never got a chance to go to the new one. And it's not even that new anymore.
Yeah, it's not that new anymore.
No, exactly. But go Yankees.
You still have some time. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully we make it interesting tonight. We'll
Nah,
see.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Pelicans last
What's going
night.
on?
And, Pelicans last night. Pelicans tonight.
Yes.
LSU men's basketball exhibition last night. LSU women's basketball exhibition
Tonight.
tonight. So that's the kind of
keep up with.
Yeah, exactly. We got hockey going on.
Yeah.
You have the
It's all
Zydeco
good
playing,
stuff, yeah.
and then the football.
It's an exciting type of year. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
You
I
know, fun fact for the Zydeco, do you guys remember it was about a year ago where they allowed fans to try to pick out a name? So
Yes,
you were
yes.
able to submit,
Sure.
I submitted like 50
You
names.
did?
I thought I had so many good ones. I'm not, look, no offense to Zydeco, I don't know, I feel like they could have did a little better.
What were some of the submissions that you
What'd you
sent
have?
in?
I had
So many that it was, it's like a lot.
I had a lot of combinations with like Rangers, the Red Rangers, the Rogue Rangers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a couple of really good ones. I got to look at my
Rouge
list.
Rangers?
The
That would've
Rouge,
been
that was
good,
one
yeah.
of them. Mhm.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like Zydeco. I feel like they
Well, there
could
was some that thought Zydeco spoke more to a different region of
to
Louisiana.
Acadiana,
Yes.
more
And
than
so-
Baton Rouge, and I would
Yes.
agree.
No.
I think they just did it so they could have the Z with the
With the-
hockey stick.
yeah.
Someone's like,
It's
this
a
will
good
look good.
logo.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
good logo.
it's a good logo.
The jerseys are pretty cool.
Yeah. They're on the ice. Hey, look, man, get out there and support them. And hockey can be a tough sell sometimes.
Yes.
And we've tried it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got some fans out there filling up the stands.
Yeah.
What do you have on repeat over there? Just moving all over your map.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see if you guys remember a little bit of trivia. You have to be a little bit older, so Liz, you won't remember
Oh,
that.
I'm automatically discounted.
I mean, I may not.
Yeah.
1985.
Oof.
That's not that old.
No, it's
I mean,
not.
it's old, but it's not that old. Juan?
Juan.
Yes.
Juan.
Let's take
Hurricane
a, yeah,
Juan.
if you want to take a look at that,
Yeah,
I got
go
it
ahead.
looping in the camera.
Yeah, I didn't know that right off the bat. I had, I looked
proud
at the map.
that you admit that too. Yeah.
Do you remember
In
Juan?
your
I
life?
was
You were still in
college,
Texas, huh?
living in Tigerland,
Oh.
and yeah, I remember Juan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name until he said it, but I remember Hurricane when I was living in Tiger Stadium.
Yeah, well, Johnny, you inspired me because just as you do on this day in history, I figured so shall I. And this is the latest Louisiana landfall. How do you like about a little alliteration there? And this did a double counterclockwise swirl, 1, 2, and then went out to Florida 2. So it made multiple landfalls. It was a Category 1 hurricane, And yeah, a little bit scary, kind of a spooky one. That's very late in the season. That's about as late as we get as far as Louisiana landfall. So yeah, let's not repeat that, right? 69 degrees out your door. We're looking live. We're okay. We finally have a morning where we don't have reports of dense fog. Certainly don't have a dense fog advisory, and a lot of areas are reporting mainly clear conditions. So that, of course, is good news. Winds light for now, but they will pick up a little bit later on in the afternoon. Very similar to the weather that we had yesterday. And did you get that quick shower? I saw Liz actually raised her hand. So it happened, I would say, between 7 and 8 p.m. That's when the shower moved right over the downtown area. It was enough to wet the ground. It was basically less than a tenth of an inch. Same thing today, 20%, that's about it. Out to the tropical Atlantic, still relatively quiet. We've got that one wave, but it's really not expected to do much. So here comes this incoming front. Now, I don't expect this front to just plow through the area. In fact, I expect it to hang up and stall up to the north. But the bottom line is the vicinity. It combines with all that Gulf moisture, and that's what pumps up our chances of rain. So let's try to nail down the timing. And remember, I always say this on the graph model, these times, they are definitely not set in stone. For today, it's only a 20%er. Most of us stay dry. Let's go ahead and fast forward all the way to tomorrow. Freeze it up here. This is at noon, so some of us get an early jump, certainly showing that between Lafayette and New Iberia. That's early in the afternoon. Now we go to late afternoon. It's got the focal point right on top of Baton Rouge. And by the way, we're not expecting severe weather, but I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of these thunderstorms were more lively, kind of booming and putting down some brief heavy downpours. This, of course, is a very important time. This is 7 p.m. and this is what that broken line ends up doing. It becomes disorganized, so we don't have to worry about the severe weather. But again, the timing not great. It's not even one of those situations where maybe we can wait it out, right? Because this is 8 p.m., going to 9, going to 10. This is 11 p.m. and it's still in the vicinity. So it's not even one of those situations where I feel like we can even wait it out. I won't kid you, it's not looking great because we're going to have measurable rain every single hour. But, you know, we've gotten lucky before. Maybe we will again, so fingers crossed. But again, just be smart about it. If you're seeing lightning or hearing thunder, we really would rather you stay indoors and move the festivities indoors. As I mentioned, the severe threat has moved away from Baton Rouge. Hopefully the SPC is going to keep it that way. And the rain that we get is actually really needed rain. It's just that we want to fix the timing. So we have a first alert for Thursday. Again, not because of severe weather threat, just because it's going to affect your trick-or-treating. Scattered thunderstorms a good bet with temperatures in the mid-70s, so you're not going to need the jacket or anything like that. For today, certainly won't need it. 88 for the high with a 20% chance. Then tonight, we're going to continue to make it more mild and more muggy in the overnight. Look at that low, 73. I mean, that's more indicative of the summertime. We thought we were kind of done with that, right? So there's the red highlight that you have on Thursday. We remind you that we're going to turn the clocks back on Sunday. I think that's going to be good for us. We'll gain an hour of sleep. And Johnny, for this shift, for us, anything that we can gain in terms of sleep, that's a good thing.
YES, yes. And hey, if you take Halloween paint and Halloween makeup and you go trick-or-treating in the rain and it starts to run, that's even creepier. So that's kind of cool.
Good. You just need that and that girl's laugh that you interviewed the other day. You just
my
need those
heavens,
two.
yeah, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Back with you on First Alert Traffic, what we normally see. Got a couple of wrecks that have popped up on the board this morning. Jour at Mickens up near the central area. Florida Boulevard at Ponderosa, not too far from Sharp. And Segan near Rieger Road. And there are your three crashes that are active on the board right now. Meanwhile, coming out of Denham, it's very slow from Juban all the way in. When you make it past the 1012 there at College Drive, College to Acadian, that's picked up nicely. No longer really slow traffic through that area and into the downtown area. Bridge traffic very light coming in from Port Allen. That's 110 southbound merging with I-10 eastbound right before the Laurie Burgess Avenue exit. So far so good and no visibility issues. Fog's non-existent. Non-existent? All right, we have some headlines you might have missed during our big show on 9 News this morning. Matt and Liz with those next. Stay with us.
7:12 your time right now. Real quick, blood drive going on with WAFB Our Lady of the Lake. We got 2 days left, including today.
That's it. Head to a First American Bank and Trust location in Baton Rouge, Hammond, Geismar. You've got a number of different locations. If you'd like to see the addresses and the details, WAFB.com/blood drive. Matt, a great opportunity to help our neighbors in need. That
Always.
blood needs to be there, ready to go.
Hey, happening at noon today, Insurance Commissioner Tim Temple stepping up to the microphone. He's speaking at the Rotary Club, talking about insurance crisis, some of the things that have already happened with insurance, possibly moving forward as well, what may be going on. Again, that's the Rotary Club today, about 12:15.
So we've given you an early heads up about trick-or-treating and how the weather might be a little dicey with the rain. So how about you figuring out your plans for tonight? Baton Rouge Police are hosting the Boo with the Blue event. It's a trick-or-treating event tonight from 6 to 8 at BRPD headquarters there on Airline Highway. It's a great family-friendly opportunity with music, food, fun, and more.
So that's going on. How about the other trick-or-treat times?
Yeah.
We've broken down, our digital team has, parish by parish, the trick-or-treat times as we get into Wednesday and now Thursday. Now understand, we may have a little rain out there, so just pay attention to the times and then keep that in the back of your mind as well. You can find the full list waiting for you right there. Again, WAFB.com and your 9 News app.
Hey, heads up here. We've been talking about early voting. That wrapped up yesterday.
Right.
Absentee voting is what you need to know about. The deadline to request an absentee ballot is this Friday afternoon, 4:30. You have to submit that absentee ballot filled out Monday at your local registrar of voters office. You can mail it in, drop it off in person, or have an approved family member turn that in. 4:30 Monday is that deadline too.
Showing Johnny that video
we were talking about
earlier, the Yankees game and
you're showing
the
the
fan
catch?
Yeah.
robbing.
So keep that in mind.
I
Go
wonder
look
if
it
they
up.
thought
Go look
if they
it up.
pulled it out of the Dodgers, if it was not going to be a, they held the Dodgers' hand.
I mean, it is.
Well,
Yeah,
it was a two-man job. One had them down, the other pried the ball out.
Take a look.
Y'all
take a
have
look.
got to Google that.
You
Look
be
at
the
that.
judge, folks. As you take a look here, Matt's got it pulled up for
I
you.
mean, my man was just...
Yeah.
I mean, he reaches over the wall and pries the glove open,
I
and the
get
other
it.
guy holds the Dodgers' hands like it's
yeah.
crazy.
You want to be a part of the experience,
It's
I get it, but
crazy.
you don't mess like that. That's not right.
I'm
That's
with
not
you,
right.
though. They shouldn't be allowed back in. They were kicked out for that game, but they shouldn't be allowed back in.
I agree. They should be banned.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
maybe we'll see them again tonight.
Oh,
The chaos continues. We'll see. Still another night left to go.
This month at Team Mazda, we're spelling October starting with a 0. That's because you'll find 0% financing on every new 24 and select 25 Mazdas, including the all-new Mazda CX-70. Come experience Mazda and see just how much you'll save at Team Mazda on Airline.